Hey everybody, Snowman here. Been informed that there is a rain delay, and also just found out that the first pitch is set for 8 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Central time. So we got we got a weather situation going on. We got a weather situation down here where I am in Indiana as well. It's been raining most of the afternoon. So we have a delay for right now, and 8 p.m. Eastern time is our scheduled start. So hang out with us. We're getting it all together. I'm still doing some experimenting and all that good stuff. But 8 p.m. Eastern time is our start time per the sources in Chicago. But it's the first of four between the Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees, and I can't wait to bring this to you. So we're going to shut it down for now. We're going to keep the stream rolling. Our radio stations will go back to regular programming, and at the top of the hour, we will come on with tonight's game. If something happens before that, we will break in and let you know. So stand by. We'll see you at the top of the hour.
I hate rain delays.
The following is a presentation of the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. This is Major League Baseball on SMSN.
Well, we're going to get this game in after all, folks, as the New York Yankees visit your Chicago White Sox for the first of four. Of course, the Yankees are missing some very key pieces, such as Giancarlo Stanton, and Aaron Judge, but they also sport the best team ERA in Major League Baseball. The Yankees come in with a record of 59 and 46. The White Sox taking 1 out of 3 from the Houston Astros yesterday on Munetaka Murakami's 2-homer day, come into tonight's game with a record of 55 and 49. And good evening, everybody. My name is Brian Snow. Happy to bring this to you as we continue our coverage of the first place Chicago White Sox. And we had a rain delay, which has put us behind for a half hour. But they're aiming to throw the first pitch at the top of the hour. The sun has come out on the south side. And let's get to tonight's storylines. 2 races in one night with the Yankees 2 games back in the American League East, and the White Sox are 2.5 in front in the American League Central. Yankees coming off of a loss against Philadelphia last night, while the White Sox blew out Houston 12-3 to close out that series and take 1 out of 3. Battle of lefties tonight as Max Fried will take the mound against Noah Schultz, and Munetaka Murakami is the man to watch for the White Sox. He hit 2 homers yesterday for his first home run since he came back from the injured list. He drove in 6 runs. He now has 22 home runs as a rookie. That's the 8th most in franchise history, behind Josh Fields and Matt Davison. Fields in 2007 and Matt Davison in 2017. And I don't think Murakami is done building that number. Let's take a look at our pitching matchup tonight. It is Max Fried, who comes in with a record of 4-3, taking on Noah Schultz, the 6'10" rookie left-hander for the Chicago White Sox. Division standings look like this. Tampa Bay leads the East. They are in front of the Yankees by 3 games, and then Boston, Baltimore, and Toronto. The Central Division is what we'll be paying attention to because that's where our White Sox reside. As the White Sox are 55 and 49, they are 2.5 in front of Cleveland, who is also in a rain delay. So we'll keep our eye on that. Then the Texas Rangers have a 2-game lead over Houston, 1.5 over Seattle in the Wild West. The wild card standings, speaking of which, the Yankees, the Red Sox, and the Cleveland Guardians all hold wild card spots right now, with Minnesota, Seattle, Houston, and Baltimore trailing them. Houston 2 games out of a wild card spot. Seattle a 1.5 out. The Twins are a game out. So for Houston to get in, they're going to have to jump some teams to get into one of those 3 spots. In the National League, it's all about the Atlanta Braves. They are 5.5 in front of Philadelphia. And remember, they were a couple games behind them. They're getting ready to start on the south side. So Noah Schultz making his 13th start with 56 and 2/3 innings pitched, a 6.04 ERA. That has to come down. He has struck out 49, walked 29. His feature is the four-seam fastball. He uses that the most. He's got a sinker, a cutter, a sweeper, a changeup, and a curveball. So a 5-pitch arsenal for Noah Schultz. Will Venable is the manager for the White Sox. Aaron Boone, of course, the manager for the New York Yankees. We're set to go as Schultz will exclusively work from the stretch to Max Schumann, and the first pitch is way outside for ball one, and off we go from the south side at 8:01 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 7:01 Central Time. We'll get to our lineups in just a moment. The pitch inside, corner strike to Schumann, and the count is now even at 1-1 strike. Yankees batting order: Max Schumann leads off in left, Ben Rice the DH, Paul Goldschmidt at first, Jason Dominguez in right, Anthony Volpe at short, Jazz Chisholm at second. Next pitch inside, it's 2-1. Jose Caballero at third base, Spencer Jones in center, and Ali Sanchez is the catcher. Through the lineup again: Schumann, Rice, Goldschmidt, Dominguez, Volpe, Chisholm, Caballero, Jones, and Sanchez as time is called. Your White Sox defense: Randall Grichuk gets the start in left, Everson Pereira back off the concussion protocol is in center, Brayton Montgomery is in right, around the horn third to first, Miguel Vargas at third, Luisano Acuna at short, starting for Colson Montgomery, Chase Mydroth at second, Mune at first, Edgar Carroll catching. A swing and a foul on a play by Schumann. That'll even the count at 2-2. Key for the White Sox and the key for Noah Schultz is to get ahead early. You got to work from ahead. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. We're just getting started here in the top of the first. The 2-2, a swing and a foul on a play. We'll do it again. The Ultimate Sports Network is with us. Just been given the word that the Reds and the Cleveland Guardians have been postponed, so they'll play a doubleheader tomorrow. 2 balls, 2 strikes. From the set, the kick and the pitch, way outside, and the count's full 3-2. Oh, and to the person that's tuning in, I do have some people listening. 3-2 the count. Noah Schultz stands at the belt. And the payoff pitch, a swing and a foul on a play to the right. We'll do it again. You know, I love when people come in here and share disparaging messages because it just gives me the encouragement to keep going. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Schultz from the stretch, third base side of the rubber. The pitch on the way, a swing and a foul. Carroll gives it a look, but it's out of play. Count stays full at 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the first. Schultz is ready, all 6'10" of him. The pitch on the way is strike 3 called on the inside corner. So Schumann's retired. First out of the game. Yankees make a challenge. That call is confirmed. There's 1 out. The Ultimate Sports Network is with us. Thank you for stopping in. And they're the one that Ultimate Sports Network gave the update that the Reds and the Cleveland Guardians have been postponed. 1 up, 1 down. And Schultz works to Ben Rice with a fastball up and in for ball 1. Joey Orsi is with us as well. Thank you all for tuning in. Here's the pitch. Fastball strike, and the count's even 1-1. Nah, this ain't. Vita Vea has requested a trade from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, wow. Have to talk about that on the morning show tomorrow. Rice at 273, 31 homers. He's driven in 72. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a sweeper. And the count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Noah Schultz working exclusively from the stretch, third base side of the rubber. The kick and the pitch. Low. And the count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and two the count. Schultz from the set position. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a sinker at 96 miles an hour. And there's 2 down in the inning. So Schultz off to a good start, getting the first 2 men out. 78 degrees at first pitch, 81% humidity. Winds at 13, blowing from right to left, just the way it was yesterday. So 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first. And Paul Goldschmidt to the plate, former Diamondback and Cardinal. Alan Porter is behind the plate, calling the balls and strikes. It's 1-0 to Goldschmidt. Schultz is ready. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a cutter. And the count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one the count. Paul Goldschmidt at 258, 16 homers. He's driven in 43. The pitch on the way. A swing and a pop foul out of play. And the count's 1-2. 2 up, 2 down, both on strikeouts here in the top of the first. Just getting started from the south side after a 30-minute rain delay. Sports with Snowman coming up a little later on tonight. Probably going to be about 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. The pitch on the way. A swing and a lace to right down for a base hit. So Goldschmidt keeps the inning going with a base hit with a poke job to right, in the immortal words of the late great Vin Scully. Came at him with a cutter, and Goldschmidt just reached out and poked it to right. Ultimate Sports Network with another update. The Cavs are meeting with Jonathan Kuminga, potentially finalizing a deal. Jason Dominguez steps to the plate. He takes a curveball for a strike, and the count's 0-1. Dominguez at 226, 6 homers. He's driven in 14. A 1-strike pitch. Inside corner strike, and the count's 0-2. Noah Schultz, the rookie, getting the start this evening. As mentioned, first of 4. Thursday's game set for 1:10 Central Time. The 0-2 outside with a fastball, and the count's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Here in the top of the first. The pitch on the way, a swing and a foul out of play. Off to the right, we'll do it again. One and two down. Top of the first. Runner at first, and Paul Goldschmidt. Schultz is ready. He deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a fastball. And the inning is over. Yankees get a base hit, and they get nothing. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first. Yankees nothing, and the White Sox coming to the plate on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Base YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprise.
Meet the White Sox lineup. Randall Grichuk leads off in left. Murakami at first. Miguel Vargas at third. Colson Montgomery, the DH. Chase Mydroth at second. Brayton Montgomery in right. Everson Pereira in center. Edgar Carroll will catch. And Luis Acuna at short. Max Fried making his 12th start of the year. 66 2/3 pitch with a 2.97 ERA. Struck out 57 and has walked 20. Fried is ready from the chest high wind. Delivers to Grichuk up and outside for ball one. Fried uses the cutter more than any other pitch. Yankees in the road gray uniforms with the dark blue numbers and lettering. White Sox are in the home whites with the black numbers trimmed in gray. The 1-0 to Randall is a cutter inside corner for a strike. And the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. What's going on, Pizzle? Sick Diggy with us from Norway, so we're internationally syndicated. The pitch. Swinging a fly ball to right foul. And the count is 1-2. Ooh, Romello Height was carted off the field for the 49ers. Lower leg and arm injury near the end of practice today. We'll keep our eye on that. Fried kicks and fires. A sweeper low and inside. And the count is now even at 2-2. Pizzle with us from Florida. Big-time Braves fan. Sick Diggy with us from Norway. Come on in. Grab some popcorn and let me know how I'm doing. 2-2 to Grichuk. Fried from the windup, kicks and deals. A swing and a bouncing ball. Past third into left field for a base hit. That took the third baseman out. Grichuk makes the turn. Headed for second. It's going to be close, and he is safe as the ball got away from Jazz Chisholm. So the White Sox get a leadoff double from the veteran, Randall Grichuk. And he's in scoring position with nobody out in the bottom of the first. Well, they had Grichuk pegged, but Chisholm couldn't hold on to the ball. The 11th double of the year for Randall Grichuk. So a runner at second and nobody out. And here is Munetaka Murakami. The pitch on the way is sliced into center field and down for a base hit. Grichuk makes it to third, and the White Sox are cooking with nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. So the White Sox with 2 on and nobody out, a double and a single to start the inning. Come on in and settle down and listen to some old school baseball. Here is Miguel El Tigre Vargas facing Fried. The pitch to El Tigre is a curve outside for ball one. Vargas at 242, 22 homers, 63 runs batted in. He leads the team and runs batted in. I also forgot to open my notebook that I do for every game. I get so excited when I get going. Here's the pitch, low, and the count is 2-0 to Vargas. So the Yankees got a base hit in the top of the first as we catch up on our SMSN notebook. Paul Goldschmidt with a 2-out single did not produce anything, and now the White Sox are at the plate with 2 on and nobody out. A double by Randall Grichuk and a single by Murakami as Miguel Vargas fouls one down the third baseline, and the count is 2-1. Ultimate Sports Network says, as a Guardians fan, I respectfully ask the White Sox to lose. In playful fashion, same goes, my friend. I as a White Sox fan, we want the Indians to lose. 2-1 the count. Nobody out. The kick and the pitch. Swinging a poke job foul off to the right. The count is now even at 2-2. And thanks to the Ultimate Sports Network for popping in on us, and for everybody that pops in on us during our broadcast. We had 200 viewers yesterday, which was awesome. And the number is still climbing even with the replay. The 2-2 to Vargas. Low, and it bounces in front of the plate. Great stop behind the plate. And the count is now full at 3-2. Max Fried has thrown 11 pitches and has not recorded an out. So with runners at the corners, it would behoove the White Sox to get started immediately and bringing in some runs. This Yankees team is down their best power hitters. Keep them that way. Here's a toss to first as Murakami gets back safely. No runs, a hit for the Yankees. No runs, 2 hits for the White Sox. But the White Sox are cooking something up here in the bottom of the first with nobody out. Grichuk at third, Murakami at first. Vargas is ready. Fried kicks and deals. A swing and a pop-up. That is foul, and that will get out of play. Count stays where it is at 3-2. To the Ultimate Sports Network, I want to ask you a question. Is it possible that Cleveland and the White Sox could meet in a playoff series this year? I would love to see it. And I'm also thinking I'd love to see the Yankees in a playoff series. We got our players of the week for the American League and National League, both very deserving. We'll tell you those in a minute. 3-2 the count. The payoff pitch to Vargas. A swing and a blister foul, third base side. We'll do it again. Congratulations to Jeremy Pena of the Astros for the American League Player of the Week, and to C.J. Abrams from the Washington Nationals, the National League Player of the Week. 3-2 the count. Nobody out, runners at the corners. Max Fried settles into the stretch position. Once again, the payoff to Vargas. Swing and a miss on a cutter. Good pitch. And there's 1 out in the bottom of the first. Threw him 4 straight fastballs and then came at him with a cutter that had plenty of movement to the inside. So Fried gets his first strikeout. Here comes Colson Montgomery. Montgomery, who fouled a pitch off of the same shin twice last week, Monday at Texas and Friday against Houston. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Max Fried at the set. The pitch on the way is a sinker outside for ball 1. Montgomery hitting at .218, 24 homers. He's driven in 59. So Montgomery is the leader in home runs for the White Sox and not Vargas, as I mistakenly said. Playing his 99th game tonight is the young man from Indiana. The 1-0 to Colson is low with another sinker, and it's 2-0. Max Fried unexpectedly struggling here in the first inning. So Montgomery will DH tonight. He could possibly DH this entire series. We will keep our eye on that. The 2-0 to Colson. A sinker outside, and the count is now full at 3-2. And another correction, it wasn't Friday where he hit the ball off of his leg. It was Saturday. Because when he laced what should have been a double, he can only get to first as he was limping, but he is in the lineup after a day off yesterday. 3-0 the count. Lefty versus lefty. Fried kicks and deals. A swing and a bouncer foul, first base side. And the count's now 3-1. First of 4 that we have for you tonight. Grichuk leads away from third. Murakami from first. Fried, the lefty, at the set position. And the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a sinker. A beautiful pitch. And the count's full at 3-2. Max Fried, the former Atlanta Braves ace, now doing work with the New York Yankees. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the first. Fried trying to do what Noah Schultz did in the top of the first, and that is allow a hit, or in this case 2, and come out unscathed. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I miss Fried, says A. Pizzle. I bet you guys do. But y'all got Chris Sale now. The payoff pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball to second and into right field for a base hit. Grichuk scores. Murakami makes the turn. He's headed for third. Here comes the throw. Not in time. So they indeed take advantage. Colson Montgomery with an RBI single. And it's 1-0 good guys. That's one of the keys for the White Sox in this series. With the Yankees missing so many of their power hitters, you want to take advantage early. He missed, and we're looking at the replay at third. He did miss him. So runners at the corners again with 1 out. 1-0 White Sox. And pitching coach coming out to talk to Max Fried, who normally, at least when I saw him with Atlanta, I haven't had a chance to see him much with New York, normally does not struggle here in the first inning. That single to right got past Goldschmidt. Murakami had to wait. Oh, yeah, he missed him. Oh, did he? Oh, he may have re-tagged him. Oh, they're not going to look at it. So Chase Meindroth stands in, hitting at 276. The pitch to Chase, a slider outside for ball 1. But Sanchez says, I want to look at it. So they're going to call for an ABS challenge right here. They only have 1 left. And this time the challenge is successful. So that counts now 0-1. 1 strike to count to Chase Meindroth. So the Yankees still have 1 ABS challenge remaining. The White Sox have both of theirs. And remember, yesterday, they used both of their challenges in the bottom of the first inning. It wound up not mattering because the White Sox scored 12 runs yesterday. So now the home plate umpire coming out to talk to Max Fried. There's a pitch comm issue that's going on right now, and they're trying to take care of that. And we may have some bullpen activity already for the New York Yankees. 0-1 the count to Chase Meindroth, 5th batter of the inning for the White Sox. Fried looks in. Meindroth in the right-handed batter's box. Runners at first and third. Fried is ready. And the 0-1 to Chase. Swinging a miss on a cutter, and the count's 0-2. A lot of off-speed pitches used by Max Fried in his arsenal. But that cutter is a nasty pitch. 0-2. 1 down. 1 in. Fried sets, kicks, and fires. A swing and a drive into center field. Center fielder is under it, makes the catch. Tagging is Murakami. He'll jog home, and the White Sox lead 2-0. So a sacrifice fly for Chase Mydroth. And the White Sox get a pair. Good job by Chase Mydroth getting a fly ball deep enough to score Murakami from first. So the first two hitters who reached for the White Sox have both scored. Colson Montgomery remains at first. Braden Montgomery at the plate, the switch hitter, and Montgomery fouls the first pitch off for strike one. 2-0 White Sox as Braden Montgomery hitting at .246, 3 homers. He's driven in 19. From the set position, here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball, strike on the outside corner. They gave that to him. They sure did. And the count's 0-2. Montgomery made the play of the game yesterday, robbing a home run from Lamonte Wade. If he doesn't make that catch, it's a totally different outcome. The 0-2 to Braden. Swinging a foul at the plate. We'll do it again. So after a bad play on Saturday by Braden Montgomery, where he missed a ball in right, allowing a third run to score, he makes the play of the day yesterday, keeps the game tied, and then the White Sox blew it open later. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bottom of the first, Braden Montgomery is ready. Fried's pitch is laced into left field, down the line, dropping. Fair ball! It's off the wall! Montgomery will jog home. Colson Montgomery, that is. Braden Montgomery into second. A 2-out triple. I said double. It's a 2-out triple for Braden Montgomery, and the White Sox now lead 3-0. Good job by Braden Montgomery getting one down. So we have a double, a single, and a triple in the first. 3 runs home. And the White Sox lead 3-0, and the left fielder had a hard time as he tripped on the track. And they're going to go out and take a look at him. The trainer is coming out for the Yankees. As Max Schumann, who is starting in left field, caught a patch of the warning track. And he tripped and he fell. He was a little bit slow in getting up. Schumann seems to be okay. And he's going to stay in. And that's good to see, because anyone who's played baseball, and I have done such, you get anywhere near that warning track, and especially on a natural grass surface, and you catch a patch of that could twist an ankle very easily. I understand, Ultimate Sports Network. I'm just looking because I'm tired, he says. 3-0 White Sox, bottom of the first. Fried will take a couple of warm-up pitches, and here's Pereira heading to the plate. Pereira, off of the concussion protocol, stands in right-handed batter's box, hitting at .232, 3 homers. He's driven in 7. Everson Pereira, second, playing center field today. Max Fried delivers. Foul to the backstop for strike 1. 3 runs, 4 hits for the White Sox. No runs on a hit for the Yankees. We're in the bottom of the first. 2 out. Braden Montgomery at third base. Pereira is ready, and so is Fried. The pitch on the way is a changeup. Inside corner missed. And the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down. 3-0 White Sox here in the first. Strike early and strike fast. That's our theme for this series. The 1-1 pitch to Pereira. Fastball right down the middle, missed it, and it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. That's what's going on. Something's wrong with my ticker. Fix it after the game. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss on a cutter. And thank you, Ultimate Sports Network, for catching that. Counts even at 2-2. Max Fried working to Everson Pereira, playing center field tonight. Fried about to throw his 32nd pitch of the inning. Here it comes. Inside with a cutter. Offered at, they say he swung and missed. And that will take care of that. But the White Sox get 3 on 4 hits. No errors, and they leave 1. White Sox off to a great start, leading 3-0 on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join Ryan McCarthy
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
and Dustin Henry
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life-holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
If you're top of the second inning, and the White Sox lead 3-0 over the New York Yankees. This game started 30 minutes late due to a rain delay on the south side, but we are going. So a sacrifice fly, a run-scoring triple, and a run-scoring single got the White Sox their 3 runs. Now work to do to keep the lead as Noah Schultz delivers a strike to Anthony Volpe for strike 1. 5, 6, and 7 due for the Yankees here in the second inning. And the pitch sliced to right. Montgomery right there. 1 out in the second. I'll say what I said after Saturday when Montgomery made a big error in right field. But this is baseball. You put it behind you and you get ready for the next one. And Montgomery made the game-saving play yesterday. Here's Jazz Chisholm Jr., and he takes a pitch inside for corner for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Chisholm. Jose Urquidy has been acquired by the White Sox from the Pirates, so they get a little bit of bullpen help. Mason Miller should be their target. The 0-1 inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count. Schultz has thrown 27 pitches to date. Lefty versus lefty. Schultz is ready. And the 1-1 pitch is a curveball inside. And the count's 2-1. Thanks for catching that, USN, about the ticker. The 2-1 pitch, a swing and a foul out of play to the left. And the count's now even at 2-2. Who is you guys' pick to click for tonight's game? Let me know in the chat down below for those of you watching along on the simulcast. The pitch inside with a sinker, and the count's now full 3-2 to Jazz Chisholm Jr. I'm going to say my pick to click is going to be El Tigre, Miguel Vargas. Time called at the plate. After the game, we will award our I keep forgetting it. We are in the top of the second, 1 out on a line out to Braden Montgomery from Anthony Volpe. And Chisholm takes strike 3 call on the inside corner with a fastball. 2 up, 2 down in the second. Strikeout number 3 for Noah Schultz. A sinker right there on the inside corner. 2 up, 2 down. And Schultz continues to work with the White Sox leading 3-0. Jose Caballero at the plate, and he takes a cutter on the inside corner for a strike, and the count is 0-1. First pitch strikes. Those are the keys. That's one of the keys, pitching-wise, for the White Sox tonight. 0-1 to Caballero. Swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2. This time he threw him a sinker at 95. Caballero hitting .238 coming into tonight. Edgar Quero behind the plate for the White Sox. And we'll love to keep the momentum going, especially with Cleveland being rained out tonight. The 0-2 pitch outside with a fastball, and it's 1-2. So with Cleveland being rained out tonight, them playing a doubleheader tomorrow, tonight is a chance for the White Sox to go up 3 full games on the Cleveland Guardians. You can't waste opportunities. The pitch, sweeper, strike. They're gonna challenge it. I don't want to call it too early. Missed it outside. Just missed outside. And the count is now even at 2-2. And now both teams will have only one ABS challenge remaining. 3-0 White Sox here in the top of the second. Schultz is ready. And the 2-2 to Caballero. A swing and a poke job foul to the right will do it again. That's why I waited to say strike 3 called. Edgar Quero challenged the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Schultz nods yes, comes to the set position. And the pitch. A swing and a grounder foul. Third base side will do it again. And again, this is a 6'10" rookie in Noah Schultz getting the start tonight. And so far, so good. He's only allowed 1 hit through an inning and a third. 2-2 pitch outside with a cutter. And the count's full 3-2. Caballero stands in. Schultz is set. The payoff pitch. A swing and a high fly ball in the left. Going back is Grichuk. In front of the track, has room. Makes the catch in front of the wall. And the side is retired. The Yankees go up and out in order. And the White Sox come back to the plate, leading 3-0 on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color the crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Edgar Caro at the plate, down a strike to Max Fried, and the 0-1 is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Caro, 179 average, 2 homers. He's driven in 15. I might get a little bit personal this next inning. We got trivia for you next inning, then a 5th inning scoreboard update, and then trivia in the 6th inning as Caro lines it to right, and it's down for a base hit in front of Jason Dominguez. 5 hits now for the White Sox in the early innings. AB Media joining us from Indianapolis, Indiana. So baseball update. Shea Langoliers from the Oakland Athletics will have surgery. He'll be out for a while. Ronald Acuna Jr. is back for the Atlanta Braves, his first game since June 9th. And Jacob Mizorowski, 12 strikeouts and 5 innings pitched versus the Rockies. Luis Angel Acuna, the 9th place hitter, takes a strike, and the count's 0-1. No balls and a strike to Ronald Acuna's little brother. 0-1 the count. The pitch on the way from Fried is swung on and grounded back to Fried to second for 1, and that's all they'll get. So Acuna on with the fielder's choice. 1 out in the second. And that hit off of Fried. That's why the ball was slowed down. But he quickly gathered himself and threw it to second for 1 out. So Acuna at first and Randall Grichuk at the plate. Grichuk doubled his first time up, and there's a curveball outside for ball 1. And Grichuk later scored in the first, hitting at .253. He's got 9 homers. He's driven in 24. Want to know the count. Fried from the stretch, looks at first, and throws to first to check on Acuna. But Acuna back safely. You know, I thought my feed was glitching for a moment, but nope, that's Max Fried with a slow leg kick. Now he comes home, and it's low, 2-0 to Grichuk. Two balls, no strikes. 1 out, 1 on, bottom of the second inning. Fried with a low, slow leg kick, and that pops off the glove. Throw down to second. Save! Stolen base for Luis Angel Acuna. I knew I'd get those mixed up. I knew I'd get them mixed up. So official scoring is a passed ball, which allowed Acuna to steal second. Three and 0 the count to Grisham. The pitch on the way, bunted foul, first base side, 3-1. Stay with us, folks. We're going to get this broadcast set up just right. There's a couple pieces that I know that I need. The 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball, and the count is full at 3-2. Murakami, he singled his. Grisham is ready, and so is Fried. A turn, but no throw towards second base. Acuna leads off of second. Grisham is ready, and so is Fried. And the payoff. Strike three called with a curveball. And Grisham knew it. And there's two down. So here comes Munetaka Murakami. Murakami, 2 homers and 6 driven in yesterday in the finale against Houston. He too has 22 home runs, hitting at .242 on the year. He's driven in 48. The pitch to Murakami, sliced foul to the left, and the count's 0-1. One strike the count. Lefty versus lefty. Fried versus Murakami. Fried looks at Acuna at second, and the 0-1 pitch. A sweeper way outside, and the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down here in the second. 3-0 White Sox. They got all 3 in the first. And so far, it stood up. Here's the 1-1. A sweeper on the corner. They check at third. No swing. And the count is now 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Mets lead 5-3 over Atlanta. And that's a sinker that's up, and it's 3-1. 3-1 on Murakami. I know this is going to take nothing but reps for me to really get back in broadcast shape. It's going to take nothing but reps. 3-1 the count. Fried kicks and deals to Murakami. Ball 4. Murakami's on again. So now 2 on with 2 out. And that'll bring El Tigre, Miguel Vargas, to the plate. First pitch to Vargas. A changeup, strike call on the outside corner, and the count's 0-1. Vargas struck out his first time up against Max Fried. Fried from the stretch. And the 0-1. A swing and a bouncer foul, third base side. The count's 0-2. Vargas whacked a 2-run home run yesterday to give the White Sox a lead they would not relinquish. That broke the tie, made it 5-3, and the White Sox wound up winning 12-3. 0-2 to Vargas. The pitch on the way is a slider inside, and the count is 1-2. Want to sponsor want to be an advertiser on our programming? Drop an email to snowmanmultimedia@gmail.com. One more time, swinging a foul, third base side. And the count stays where it is at 1-2. Max Fried, in an inning and 2/3, has thrown 52 pitches. And when he was with Atlanta, he was a power pitcher once upon a time. Let's see if the White Sox can make him keep working. 1-2, 2 down in the second. On the way, a swing and a bouncer foul, third base side. We'll do it again. With a pitcher like Fried, who is struggling so far tonight, you want to continue to put him to work and put this Yankees defense on its heels. 1-2. 2 down, 2 on. The pitch to Vargas. A curveball way up and outside, and the count's even 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Acuna at second, Murakami at first. Vargas at the plate, and Fried steps off the rubber. Two pitch, swing and a miss on a curveball, and Vargas knew he swung at ball 3. Side is retired. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the top of the third. White Sox 3, Yankees nothing on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
If you're the kind of person that likes to drive a lot and your car is a little bit older and out of the normal warranty, keep listening. What's going on underneath the hood of your car?
Yankees trivia to start the top of the third. Who is the only pitcher in Major League Baseball history to throw a perfect game in the World Series? Give the answer at the bottom of the inning. We start the top of the third. As Schultz works to the lefty Jones, and he hit him. Or did he? No, he did not. And that was close. Jones at the plate, 2 balls, no strikes the count. And the 2-0 from Schultz, tapped foul, third base side, the count's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the third. And the pitch, swing and a miss on a cutter. And the count's now even at 2-2. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the White Sox. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees. First of 4 before we go to Tampa next weekend. And the 2-2 is a cutter low, and they won't look at it. And the count's now full at 3-2 with Noah Schultz ready to throw his 45th pitch. From the set position, here's the payoff pitch, and that is whacked foul to the backstop. Count stays where it is at 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the third. The payoff pitch, a swing and a looper headed to left. Grisham coming on. Can he get there? He does! Great diving catch by Randall Grisham. Hang a star on that. 1 out in the third. Good friend Shane is with us saying, love your new layout. Thanks. I'm still perfecting it. Hang a star on that, in the words of the late, great Ed Farmer. 1 out in the third on a sinking line drive caught by Grisham. And here is Ali Sanchez, the catcher. He takes a fastball right down the middle for a strike, and it's 0-1. It's one of the reasons the White Sox acquired Randall Grisham, for his defense. Here's the 0-1 to Sanchez. That's outside with a sinker. At least it was called outside. Edgar Carroll says, I beg to differ. They take a look. Bingo. It's a strike, and it's 0-2. Oh, 0-2 the count now to Ali Sanchez. And so far, Noah Schultz has faced only 1 over the limit. And that was on a first inning single from Paul Goldschmidt. The 0-2, fastball high and inside. And the count is 1-2. Ali Sanchez at 256. Doesn't have a home run, but he's driven in 4. Yankees starting catcher. One, 2 to Sanchez. Swinging a foul. We'll do it again. And that was Schultz's 50th pitch in 2 1/3. Sanchez is ready, and so is Schultz. The 1-2 is a changeup low, and the count's now even at 2-2. Clark Goodlow with us. Salute from Sacramento, California. I had a chance to see Sacramento. The 2-2 pitch. Inside corner. Strike 3 called. And Sanchez is gone. Strikeout number 4 for Noah Schultz this evening. Right there on the corner. Two up, 2 down in the third. Clark Goodlow, who is your team? And we're back to the top of the order, and Max Schumann. The pitch is a strike, and the count's 0-1. Fever and Storm tomorrow in Seattle, 9:30, the tip time. Schumann struck out to lead off the game. We'll have the second of this series in front of it. Here's a slice to the right. Montgomery makes a diving catch. Wow. A pair of web gems in this third inning. One by Grisham and now one by the rookie, Braden Montgomery. Nothing across for the Yankees. We go to the bottom of the third. White Sox 3, Yankees nothing on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans.
To the bottom of the third, but we owe you an answer. The answer to who is the only person in Major League history to throw a perfect game in the World Series? It is Don Larson. Did it in Game 5 of the 1956 World Series versus the then Brooklyn Dodgers. To the bottom of the third we go. Brian Snow back here with you. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the White Sox. No runs, a hit, no errors for the Yankees. And Colson Montgomery takes a sweeper up and in for ball 1. And Max Fried is still out there. He has thrown 56 pitches in 2 innings plus. And Goodlow is an Athletics fan. Okay. And yes, I still call them the Oakland Athletics. The 1-0 is a sinker inside, and the count's 2-0. I had so many people jokingly ask me why I still call them the Oakland Athletics. Pretty simple. I'm old and I'm old school. The 2-0 pitch, low and outside, 3-0 with a sinker. Mariners and Reds have been postponed. Cubs and Cardinals are delayed. Shane Troy says his team is the Giants. Diamondbacks lead the Pirates 2-1. They're in the bottom of the 8th in Pittsburgh. There's a sinker upstairs, and it's ball 4 to Colson Montgomery. Orioles lead the Tigers 8-5. They're in the bottom of the 7th inning. So Montgomery gaming it out. Colson Montgomery, after fouling a ball off of his leg twice in a week in the same area. Phillies are down in Florida. They lead the Marlins 7-5. They're in the top of the 8th inning. Aldo Lopez for Miami is 2 for 4 in that game. Here's the pitch to Mydroth, and that's a strike, and the count's 0-1. Mydroth was sacrifice fly, so no official at bat. Mr. Troy says, you're not that old. Oh, yes, I am. 0-1 the count. The pitch on the way. A swing and a poke job up the middle to Chisholm. Flip to second 1. Return 2. A double play. 4-6-3 on that twin killing, and quickly 2 out in the third. Volpe to Chisholm. Excuse me, Chisholm to Volpe to Goldschmidt. Good job by Jazz Chisholm cutting it off because that was ticketed for center field. Here's Braden Montgomery, who made a brilliant catch in the top of this inning. He takes one outside for ball one. Montgomery 1 for 1 tonight, an RBI triple back in the first where the White Sox got all of their runs. From the windup, the 1-0. A sweeper is upstairs. It's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Fried back on the mound, third base side of the rubber. And the 2-0 pitch outside with a sinker. And the count's now 3-0. In the Rangers game, Randy Arozarena was 1 for 4 with an RBI. The Guardians game has been postponed. They'll play a doubleheader tomorrow. The pitch, swinging a bouncer to third, foul. And the count's 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Fried is ready. From the windup, the pitch on the way, a swing and a high fly ball. Third base side, trying to get into foul territory. The third baseman under it, got it, inning over. So the White Sox for the first time are retired in order, and that'll take care of the third. We go to the fourth. White Sox 3, Yankees nothing on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze claw.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters? It's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
How'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Had a short visit with my wife during the break. Ben Rice at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count as we are in the top of the fourth. With the White Sox leading 3-0. The pitch to Rice inside, and it's 2-1. So far, the key for Noah Schultz is that he has pitched from ahead. Of Cordell Montgomery with us saying, how's it going, Snowman? Let's go Sox. Absolutely. The 2-1 to Rice is a strike on the inside corner with a sweeper. And the count's even at 2-2. I had someone ask me during the break, how come sometimes I take such long breaks? Well, when you have fought and have beaten cancer, your body is so different. A sinker low, they appeal at third, no swing. And the count's full at 3-2. And I'm still learning my body right now. Ben Rice 0 for 1. He struck out in the first. The payoff pitch, outside with a cutter. I beg your pardon, ball 4. So the Yankees get their first runner since the second inning. And here is Paul Goldschmidt, who singled in the first. A little poke job to right. Here's the pitch to Paul. A cutter in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Cordell says, take your time, brother. Love the content. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I want to attract a lot of White Sox fans here because you get the main teams that are covered. Here's the 0-1. A fastball inside, and it's 1-1 to Goldschmidt. But I am following my childhood team. My first ever childhood team was the St. Louis Cardinals. And I'm from the south side of Chicago, so I'm covering the White Sox. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss on a changeup. And the count's 1-2 to Goldschmidt. Nobody out. Ben Rice at first on a walk. Here in the top of the fourth. Goldschmidt is ready, and so is Schultz. The pitch on the way, a sinker outside. And the count is now even at 2-2. One thing that has changed since I started watching baseball is the amount of pitches in a pitcher's repertoire. 2-2. The pitch on the way is low with a cutter, and it's 3-2, and Schultz is starting to run into trouble. Because if you walk Goldschmidt, you bring the tying run to the plate. And these are the Yankees, you know. 3-2 the count. Jason Dominguez on deck. The payoff pitch, ball 4. And just like that, the tying run will come to the plate. Back-to-back walks to begin the inning. Cordell Montgomery, where are you tuning in from? So Jason Dominguez, outstanding youngster for the Yankees, will come to the plate representing the tying run with nobody out. And remember, the last 2 games before yesterday, the White Sox ran into this problem where a team, Houston to be exact, had a big inning. Both on Friday and Saturday. Let's hope this doesn't turn into that. Schultz from the set, kicks and deals. A sinker inside for ball 1. And Schultz is missed with his last 4 pitches. Oh, he's checking in from Roseland. Okay. I used to live on the other side of Roseland. I lived in the Morgan Park area. 1 ball, no strikes. The kick and the pitch. A strike called with a sinker, and the count is 1-1. When I used to work at UPS, when I lived in Chicago, I would have to take a different bus to get home, but I'd always stop on 111th and Michigan Avenue because they had this local shop. Here's a ground ball through for a base hit in the left field, and just like that, the bases are loaded. As I mentioned, these are the Yankees. So Dominguez on at first. Nobody out. And now Schultz and company have really got a problem. Rice had to make sure that went through, and he can only get to third base. So now let's see what Schultz does, and he'll have a conversation with his pitching coach. As I said, when I used to work at UPS in Chicago in my early 20s, there was a gyro shop on right on the corner of 111th in Michigan. And I'd be getting off work at like 2, 3 in the morning, take a ride back to the South Side. And I would always, every Friday, I wouldn't do it every day, but every Friday I would stop there and treat myself to what I would call my Friday gyro. But I would only do it on Friday. Ben Volpe now at the plate with the bases loaded and no outs. The pitch, up and outside with a cutter, ball 1. And remember, folks, no outs. Ben Rice at third, Goldschmidt at second, Dominguez at first. Volpe at the plate. The 1-0 is a strike with a cutter, and the count's even 1-1. So a pair of cutters to start this at bat. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ben Volpe. And Noah Schultz and the White Sox are in a whole bunch of trouble here in the 4th. The 1-1, a swing and a high chopper over Schultz's head. Get one at least. Acuna throws to first, and it is in time. They get Rice home, and it's 3-1. Great play by Luis Angel Acuna on the dead run. So they get one, but now you have runners at second and third. Got Volpe by a step. So 1 out, and Noah Schultz will depart. So the Yankees get in the White Sox bullpen first. We'll tell you about the new pitcher in 65 seconds on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
How'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the...
Chris Murphy now on to pitch for the White Sox, making his 25th appearance. 25 innings with a 4.32 ERA. As there's 1 out, runners at second and third, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the plate. And Murphy delivers a slider downstairs for ball 1. 3-1 White Sox here in the 4th, but the 2 tying runs are in scoring position in the form of Jason Dominguez at second and Paul Goldschmidt at third. Chisholm is 0-1. Oh, wait a minute. I got to stop something. That's why I use my phone. Doggone it. Here's the pitch, swinging a foul out of play. I am so sorry about that, folks. I'm trying a couple of things here. while this broadcast is going on. Oh, wait, I know what I can do. How about that instead? Okay, 1 ball, 1 strike to Jazz Chisholm. Runners at second and third, 1 out in the fourth, and the pitch, fastball outside, and it's 2-1. Two and 1 the count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Chris Murphy from the set. The pitch. Line drive to right field. Montgomery going back, and that's going to be up against the wall, and we're going to have a tie game. Pereira gets to it. Chisholm will stop at second with a 2-run double, and we're even at 3. And just like that, as I said several times, these are the Yankees, and they have come back to tie it with a 3 spot of their own here in the 4th inning. Once again, I apologize for the earlier interruption, folks. I'm having trouble with my equipment yet again. Three in the 4th. Chisholm at second. And here is Jose Caballero, who takes a curveball upstairs for ball 1. Caballero flied out in the 2nd inning. And now I'm really having trouble with my equipment. And I've lost my feed now. I am so sorry about this, folks. I'm going to try to power through this inning at least and then try to figure out what's going on. Now we're back. Caballero takes a strike, and it's 2-1. I'm going to have to call this one, folks, because my feed is going in and out. And it is not acting right at all. Well, I did my best, folks. I'm so sorry about this. Well, we'll try again tomorrow. We'll try again tomorrow.